with the click, and it's recording.
All right.
I know, I just did.
Oh,
It erased. Get it here.
All set? How are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
So my name is Hailie, and I'm going to be your counselor today.
Okay.
Before we start, what is your name?
Joe.
Joe, nice to meet you. So I just want to start out by kind of going through some confidentiality. So I'm going to let you know that everything that we do in this meeting is going to be kept confidential. Except two things. If you want to harm yourself or somebody else, then that is the only way I could break confidentiality.
I'm not sure that's going to happen, so they're okay.
Okay, good.
We're safe on that one.
So, have you got a chance to read through some confidentiality forms and we're all clear on that?
Yes, I think, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I'm a teacher as well, so it's
Okay, perfect.
something similar.
Yeah, for sure. So what brought you in today?
Just been having a hard time coping lately, so.
Yeah. Coping with?
About 4 months ago, my mother was killed very suddenly in a car accident, so I'm very much a list person, so I make tasks for myself. Everything I thought I was dealing quite well with everything, everything being what it is. Everything, the funeral, all that stuff is done. Got a call about 4 days ago from the real estate agent, and there was an offer on the house, full asking, and the people wanted an ASAP. Agent thought it was a really great thing. I reacted like it was anything but, I guess.
Right.
I pretty much lost it. I don't even remember what triggered. I don't remember some things I've said, but I just I was not happy with having any offer, I guess. So my wife and I spoke a couple days ago about my reaction and thought it was, you know what, probably good if I talked to somebody about what's happening. So I knew the house was going to be for sale. I just reacted totally different than I thought I would at that point in time. So.
Do you feel as though the house selling maybe made it all real for you?
Maybe. My mother and I it was always just my mother and I.
Mm-hmm.
My father left when I was very young and I never really saw him. My grandparents are passed. So it was always just her and I in the house. I had no brothers and sisters. So yeah, it was, quite possibly up until this point, there was always that house I could go to and walk through and sort of visit with her in my mind. And you're right, maybe that's what it's done. It made it all very real, and I guess real isn't good.
No. Sometimes it can be really hard. So do you feel like the house selling is going to have a different impact on the way you're handling your mother's death?
I don't know. I mean, it was a slap in the face in the sense that it was a reaction I did not expect. I just thought it was going to be another check on the list of things to do.
Right.
And it was very much not that. It suddenly became much more, I guess, personal, or maybe as you said, maybe it is making it all very real and all very final.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
maybe scary?
Yeah, final. Yeah. I can never go back. it's a lot of memories in that place.
Yeah, for sure. So, talking about your mother, how was your guys' relationship?
Oh, we were super close. It was always just her and I.
Yeah.
It was the only house I ever knew. She was an incredible lady. Even when I was going to university, I was living in the house up until I decided to get married. Then I moved out, and we still visited, of course, because we're in the same city. My two children had lots of memories in that house. My wife was very close to my mother as well. We were exceptionally close. So it was a shock when sort of she was alive one morning and not the next. So
Yeah, that would be very, very a very big structure change for sure of your life.
yeah, I mean it's interesting because I mean I've had my own house now and I've been married with children, my own career probably for longer than I actually lived in that house now, but it still is. It still holds that place.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like it'll always hold a near and dear place in your heart. It's probably going to be a big step for you knowing that the house is going to be in somebody else's hands. So the house is selling and it's becoming very real for you. So do you have any coping strategies that you think might help with the selling of the house?
I thought I did.
Yeah.
Obviously I have been proven wrong on this one just because of my reaction. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, I thought I was going to deal with it absolutely fine. I really did.
Sounds good.
When we packed up, it was happy memories, and because we were thinking about things and telling little stories as we packed up.
All right. Just so
but
you,
yeah, I'm not sure I've actually thought of it in terms of coping mechanisms for the sale. I mean, it was always just sort of a matter of fact to me, but it is anything but that, I think, now.
Yeah. So do you happen to know the people that are moving in, or is it just?
No, we haven't told. I mean, I have not sold it. I didn't agree to the sale, so it didn't even go through yet. So the offer, I mean, I lost it on the agent. So.
Oh, so you are the one in control of the sale.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's technically my house now.
Yeah.
Because I was left everything, but yeah, it's not. It hasn't been sold yet.
Yeah, and I mean everything takes time, so it's totally normal for you to have feelings that are confused and weary about even wanting to go through with the sale, you know? So I feel like it'll probably take a little more time.
Yeah, I mean, the practical me doesn't want to pay double taxes and double, to have it sit, I mean, with nobody in it is always never a good thing for a house, just from
Right.
break-in point of views. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could just not sell it, but I mean, it's. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't thought about the coping. I really thought it was going to just be a simple process. It was just a matter of fact, just like everything else. I mean, you would have thought, or I would have thought that the funeral and stuff would have been sort of more impactful to me than it was, but I didn't react nearly as out of character as I did with the offer for sale.
So going back to your reaction, what type of reaction did you have?
I don't remember everything I said, to be honest with you. It was. I think it was shocking to the real estate agent because it was so out of character for me. But yeah, I was. It was absolutely not. I mean, they're going to get it when I tell them they're going to get it, sort of thing. I mean, I just was not receptive or open to the idea when it was finally put in front of me. Although practical, intellectual me knows that it has to sell. I mean, it has to. You can't have.
So you're kind of fighting between two sides in your head.
Yeah, or one in my head or one in my heart. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. Not sure even what. I mean, when you mentioned about it being final, that was an interesting. But I really didn't know what triggered it or what made me think that way. So.
Yeah. Do you feel sad to let the house go so much so that you won't be willing to sell it?
I don't know. I mean, I know it has to sell. I know that's the reality. But I thought that prior to the first offer too. So hopefully I won't react the same next time. But I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't have that answer for you. I guess if I did, I wouldn't be here.
Right. Do you feel like if you sold the house to maybe somebody that you knew, someone like maybe a family friend, somebody close to the family, that you'd be able to come back and relive some of those memories?
I mean, I think that's probably a perfect world, but I mean, as soon as it's sold, I mean, maybe on some level it's probably better not to sell it to them, family, friends, or whatever, because I would still think it would be partially mine, and it wouldn't be so.
Right.
And it'll never be that. I know it'll never be my house again. I never will be that age again.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe, yeah, it's just that. It's quite possibly it's just that whole. This is the last thing that has to be accomplished before it's all done.
Right. And that can be a hard thing for sure to wrap your head around. This big thing happened in your life, and now it's the last little thing hanging on before everything's finalized. That brings a lot of heavy feelings in for sure. Yeah, for sure. Whereabouts are you located close to the house?
Sorry?
Are you located close to the house?
Well, I mean, it's about 30 minutes or so it's not bad. I mean, it's the same city, so it's
Yeah.
depends on traffic, but yeah, no, I mean, it's. I mean, it was close enough that we still had family functions with my mother, of course, and she would come to our place, so it was close enough that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So going back to the realtor and your feelings, and do you feel like that you having such a big reaction to the offer affected the sale in any way, or even the state of the previous or the future sales or offers?
I think the agent understands maybe that it was out of character, because I mean, she spoke to my wife as well.
Right.
She's still actively, I mean, she still has the listing. She may be a little gun shy now, maybe. I'm not sure, so I mean, I'm not sure what I would do if I was her, so, or how to react with me, but.
She probably understands though. It is a big thing, and it's impactful, and I hope that she is supportive too.
You know, I
Not
don't-
making any decisions for you, you know?
Yeah, no, she's not. I mean, she don't make. I mean, ultimately, it's our decision anyway.
Right.
So no, the house is still actively up for sale,
Mhm.
which is that whole confusing in her mind. I mean, she had an offer. So maybe I don't know. Maybe these people will resubmit. I'm not sure, or maybe we're so disgusted with my reaction through her. I'm not sure either. But again, I mean, yeah. So I guess I won't know for sure. I'm not sure I'll react the same. I'm not sure how I'll react. I know that the way I reacted the first time was a big surprise to me. So it won't be a surprise this time. Maybe, yeah, but I'm not sure. I mean,
Maybe with time, each offer that comes in, maybe it'll start feeling a little bit more comfortable for you.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure how many offers I would accept as a real estate agent before I said, you're obviously not wanting to sell the house.
Right.
But I know the house has to sell. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why my wife and I had a big discussion about why I reacted the way I did, and sort of not understanding why I did react that way. So,
Mhm. How do you think you would feel if the house sold and they moved in, and after everything was finalized, how do you think that would change your feelings?
I mean, I think finality is the good words. I mean, right now I can walk through the house. I can visit the house. As strange as it seems, on some level, for a while, I just wouldn't even believe my mother had passed, because, I mean, I would still have conversations with her in my head, and I could still sort of feel her presence when I was in their house. I mean, intellectually, I knew she had passed because we had gone through that process and buried her. But so how? I mean, I guess it's that final closing of a door that will never reopen again. So,
Right.
and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Mhm. So I want you to tell me a little bit more about the house and a few memories that you shared in the house with your mom.
Oh, I mean, every Christmas was growing up. It was just her and I. I had Christmas Easter egg hunts there, and my children actually had sort of double Easter egg hunts because they would have, my mother would set one up for them as well. So,
Yeah.
so there was all those. I mean, every room had different memories. I mean, in terms of the smells even of the kitchen. Although I can emulate those in my own home because it's the same recipes mostly. From the just being in the backyard and playing. I remember, one year she made a rink for me in the backyard. Back in the days when winter was actually winter.
Yeah.
So no, there's all those. All those memories sort of flood back in. Every room I go in, I can sort of picture, especially holidays, where the Christmas tree was, where the all those special things were. Birthdays. Having my birthday cake or having birthday parties as a very young child. Even the cakes.
Yeah, there's so many. That's time already?
It looks like it.
Oh my god. That did not feel like 15